Good morning, everyone. It's Heather Marie with Virginia This Morning. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays with Coach Mitch, also known as the President's Coach. So excited to bring these segments to you all. And this week, you're not going to want to miss what he has to say because it's all about finding your purpose. So, good morning, Mitch. How are you today?
Oh, Heather Marie, I'm fantastic. I'm so happy to be here as always in my comfy chair. I'm so excited to get into it.
I love it. I'm so excited. So, let's dive in and talk about finding your purpose. One of the first topics you sent over to me was pick your purpose over profession. So, tell me a little bit more about that.
So when we're talking about moving from stress to rest, what we're really talking about is changing the way we think, fuel, and move. So let's start to think a little bit differently about purpose. Purpose is not your job. It is not your job. You could have the best job in the world. You could be hitting dingers for Washington. You could have the worst job in the world, something you hate. You feel vile going into work every morning. It doesn't matter. The job is the function that's been created to uphold a system. Who is fulfilling that function? Irrelevant. But purpose, something different. Purpose is bringing heaven to earth. That is your purpose. And we do that through the embodiment of joy. So when we're talking about finding purpose, what we're actually talking about is increasing the joy in your life.
That's so good. That's so good. I love to be able to say spark joy. It's needed in your life on a regular basis, but it's so true. Bringing heaven to earth, our purpose that we've been given is not just about living life, it's about helping other people. So I love that. I love that. You also talked about tracking timelessness. And so often we lose time because we're doing frivolous things that take up our day. And I want to know more about what you're talking about with tracking timelessness. So tell us some more about that.
So this is the fuel part. So studies show that people who actively invest in, their physical, their social, their spiritual health are the most joyful. And pick any one of those and your joy to focus on and your joy is going to increase. That's a no-brainer. But if you're already doing those things, one, two, or three of those things, here's how to intentionally fuel more joy in your life. I love this. Ask yourself, in my life, where does time become timeless? Notice who you're with, what you're doing, where you are, what it feels like in your body. What circumstance did you create before this to allow yourself to slip into this sensation of timelessness where it does really feel like you are losing track of time? When you start to become aware of that, what you're going to start to do is piece together the puzzle that actually lights you, which is who we're talking about here, you up.
Yeah, it's so true. And there's so many times I think people have had people ask me before, what if you don't know what your purpose is? And I'm like, then you need to step back out of the box and see what is it that drives you? What is it that you've done that's been able to help other people? And what is it that you really enjoy doing?
Mhm.
So I love those two things as well. And then you talk about yes yourself to bless yourself.
Mm.
What is that all about?
So now that we're thinking about it differently, we're fueling ourselves in a different way. We want to start moving towards joy, and we start to do that by saying yes to ourselves. So
Mhm.
again, let's become aware. Where are you saying yes to yourself in your life? And it doesn't matter the situation, the circumstances, right? I'm saying yes, I can go to the grocery store now, and let's also become aware. Where are you saying no to yourself? No, 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 I can't go to the driving range right now. That would be irresponsible of me, right? When you give yourself a yes in any capacity, notice the joy in your body. But then when you give yourself a no, notice its absence. The more yeses we give ourselves, the more joy starts to go up. And it doesn't have to be big. It can be like, oh, I want to wear these shoes instead of those shoes. It's still a yes. The joy is going to start to go up. When it does, the more opportunities you see to support it with how you spend your workday.
Yeah, I love that. And so oftentimes too, when in your workday or when you're out and about in the city doing whatever, oftentimes your purpose can intertwine with the things that you're doing. And so many times people are not even realize that they're walking in their purpose by just doing everyday things like you and I. Part of this purpose, you being a coach, me just being a speaker and being able to introduce people and talking about different things that will help other people, those are all part of our purpose. So what extra little nugget can you give to somebody that's looking for their purpose?
Focus on the joy. Focus on the joy. The joy will lead to the purpose. When you are in joy, you are actually fulfilling your purpose. And the function that's going to support the expansion of that, in this case, the job, will find you. If you're over here, don't worry. When you're walking in joy, over here is going to find you. Things will open up and all of a sudden the path will become clear. Folk, if you can't find your purpose, don't beat yourself up. Focus on joy right here, right now, in this moment. What can I do that's going to make me feel joyful? Do that. Keep doing it day after day. You'll get to the purpose, or sorry, you'll get to the profession that supports the purpose.
I love it. I love it. Such good advice. Pick your purpose over profession, track timelessness, and yes yourself to bless yourself. I love it. Thank you so much, Coach Mitch. Everybody, on Wednesdays, it's Wisdom Wednesdays. If you'd like to learn a little bit more and grow a little bit more in your knowledge, check us out on virginiathismorning.com or at The President's Coach. Thanks, Mitch.
Thank you, Heather Marie.